Donald Trump has changed the conversation about entitlements and eradicating waste, fraud, and abuse in those entitlement programs. The current setup, or at least before Donald Trump became president, the federal government awarded states who claim to have the lowest error rate in the administration of these food stamp programs. So guess what states were then incentivized to do? Not report high error rates.
Yeah, which is what fraud is. It's regarded as an error rate.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. So the states with the most fraud would pretend it wasn't very much fraudulent, and they got paid by the federal government for doing so. We now are trying to reward states and say, no, you guys have to root out the fraud, and you guys are going to have to pick up a part of the check on this. So you're now incentivized to make sure your programs are well run.
Yeah. I mean, here's the bottom line question. On all of these programs, whether it's Medicare or Medicaid or Social Security, you have to keep them viable, right? You have to keep them viable. And the problem with Medicaid is you had millions of illegal immigrants that ended up on Medicaid programs. States like California signed them up because they wanted to take those federal dollars. What this bill basically says is no, if states want to have illegal migrants on their Medicaid rolls, they have to pay for them themselves. The second thing that they do with Medicaid is say, look, if you're able-bodied, that's determined by a medical doctor. If you're able-bodied, you either have to work 80 hours a week,
80 hours a month.
Yeah, 80 hours a month. And that's 2 weeks out of the month. Or if you can't find a job or you're not looking for a job, maybe you're in a situation where you can't have one, you have to at least volunteer. The point is you have to do something constructive. If you're sitting around playing video games, if you're sitting around on drugs and expecting people to just subsidize you, that's how we got to the point where this program is so expensive and is not sustainable. So these are really common sense remedies that are being pushed. And of course, what Democrats are saying is no, they're cutting everybody's program.
This is always the case with Donald Trump. It doesn't matter what he does. We're presented with the worst case scenario. And the thing with Donald Trump is those worst case scenarios never prove to be true.